documenting the radon gas levels emanating from these three cases that contain radiological isotopes, ores, and compounds. The lower two cases contain numerous examples of those specimens. Some of them are pretty hot and are wrapped in lead sheeting, lead foil, in order to try to mitigate especially the beta radiation and some of the gamma radiation that they produce. The top container has one very large specimen of pitchblende, weighs several pounds, but it's also wrapped and contained within several pounds of lead sheeting in order to mitigate some of the gamma radiation that it produces. However, at this distance, the amount of gamma radiation that's penetrating that shielding is rather significant. All of the specimens, some of them which produce alpha radiation, are shielded by the mere fact that they're within these cases. Therefore, we have no risk of alpha anywhere in proximity to these cases. Most of the beta, or a lot of the beta, is contained, although some of it does escape these containers. However, gamma, even where shielded with lead sheeting, is penetrating quite significantly at this distance. The amount of radon gas in the vicinity of these cases at the current time is 55.37 picocuries per liter long-term average. The short-term average is 77.45 picocuries per liter. There's no amount of radon gas that's considered safe to humans. The E.P.A. has an arbitrary value of 4 picocuries per liter, for which they state anything above that is of considerable concern to people and people's health. So considering that we're at 55.37 long-term average right now in the area of these cases, that's about 13 times the value, arbitrary value that the E.P.A. uses being value of concern. Therefore, it would not be a good idea to keep the collection of radiological specimens that are in these cases within the living quarters of any home. I have them in this particular room right now, but even at that, I'm going to have to take some sort of measures in order to try to reduce this amount of radon. It definitely is not a level, that is the 55.37, that you'd want to spend a lot of time around. And it is a little concerning, but there are some measures that I can take in order to try to reduce that somewhat.